Well, catastrophe avoided. What is shaking, YouTube? How you guys doing? We are just hitting the trail. It's 7:30 a.m. As you saw back there on the sign, we're hitting Loch Leven's lakes up here in the Tahoe National Forest. It's about 3.6 it said there on the sign. I think it's actually just a tad bit more than that. I think it's closer, round trip, a little bit closer to 8 miles. But yeah, we should be getting up here and crossing some railroad tracks here after a bit. Right out the gate, we're just cruising around out here on the granite. Should work out to be a pretty nice day too. I think 78 today. Night's down in like the mid 50s. A lot better than that crazy heat wave we had going on. At 103 was a little bit absurd, especially since we aren't down in the valley. And luckily the smoke finally cleared out too. They got a handle on a couple of those bigger fires, but there's still one out on the California and Nevada border that's cranking pretty hard. Super glad that the winds are in our favor. Not blowing all that smoke from that. Down over here, just super rocky out the gate. It's going to be a lot of exposed and granite walking, but it's not a long trail by any means, but it climbs roughly 1,900 feet in that short distance, so not terribly steep, but definitely cruising uphill. Well, catastrophe avoided. I messed around and left my power bank down in the van. I didn't realize it till I got to the top of this hill, so I'm a little out of breath. I definitely got the ticker ticking. Well, now that I caught my breath, whew, always something. You know how when you set something in a specific place so that you don't forget it, but then you just go on and forget it anyway? Yeah. Does that happen to you guys at all? Ever? Drives me nuts. I do it more often than I care to admit. Well, not too bad. Just rolled past the railroad tracks. It's 9 o'clock. Only added a half hour with my little faux pas. Jeez Louise. On the plus side, the trail's rather nice and well marked on the granite, lined with boulders. You do gotta pay attention a little bit in a couple spots just so you don't wander off onto a little game trail. But for the most part, pretty easy to navigate. Haven't come across but just a couple day hikers too, so it's been nice and quiet other than chipmunks barking. Just planed out. It was nice to get on flat ground a little while here. It was like walking up a dry creek bed or something up through there. Just big boulders and a bunch of pebbly granite in between. All right, we just hit Big Bend Overlook. Got a pretty decent view there of Signal Peak and the interstate down there in the bottom. Oh, we just hit lower Loch Leven. The first lake we come across. On this trail there's some dispersed camping around here too, but we're going the distance. We're gonna hit upper Loch Leven. Should be the last lake on this trail. And here's the dispersed campground. Let's check this out real quick. Do a real quick walkthrough. We are under a complete fire ban at the moment, hence the red flags and the fire pits. But yeah, not too bad. Looks like we got 3 or 4, maybe 5 little campsites right in here. You're kind of all huddled together there, but it's all right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're gonna go another mile up to High Loch Leven. Somebody's gonna be bummed They left a North Face Stormbreaker 2 tent. Kind of a rough thing to forget. Pretty large too. I would have thought they'd been missing that weight in their pack on the way down. It was pretty heavy. Middle Loch Leven. Pretty awesome lake. I keep sneaking up on these ducks. Those ones startled me coming up out of the water there. It's a good sized lake. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys earlier that I haven't ever been out here myself. This is one of those spots that, for whatever reason, I always just kept driving on past, heading up into the higher country, but figured it'd be a great spot to get out for a quick escape and check out some new country. Made it to Upper Loch Leven. It's 11 o'clock, so not terribly bad. As I came in, there was a couple up there in the very first site, kind of on the point, so I'm kind of walking around here through the brush, see if we can find something real quick. Well, this doesn't look too bad. Got some shade. Nice rock over here to sit on, look at the lake. I think we'll drop pack here. At least get that load off and go walk around the lake maybe and see if we find anything else. We got plenty of time. If not, this will definitely do. We're far enough away from these other guys that we shouldn't be getting in each other's hair. Walk out here and get a view of the lake. Kind of comes from back in here. Yeah, not too shabby. Not a bad place to call home for the night. And guzzle some water real quick. Grab a little snack. Go hit this other side. See if we can find anything super spectacular that we just can't pass up. Let's see if we can't get cell service maybe up on top of that peak. It's kind of off and on right here, so we'll see. It looks like we got a commercial airline. Camera probably doesn't do it justice, but they've got to be only like 3,000 foot above. Found this cool little pond up over here on the other side of the lake, meandering around, and then this thing up here. Doesn't that look like some kind of crazy dinosaur skeleton or something? It does to me. From a distance anyway. Totally does. Well, shoot, guys. I nearly forgot about you. I finished my meandering around the lake and came back to the other spot grabbed the pack and ran because we found a much more awesome spot. But yeah, I've just been sitting here in my cozy chair, kicking my feet up, relaxing. I was just about ready to actually have some lunch. And I was charging the phone and got my tuna snack out. I'm famished. I downed a little beef stick and a handful of peanuts real quick, but that's nearly not enough. Nearly not enough? Not nearly enough? Words, they get hard when you're low on calories. But this view, this view, way better than what was on the other side. Way better. I guess I'll get up and go show you guys a little lakeside view. Got all these cool ferns, bunch of ceanothus, the lake. I can head out to those rocks right over there and get water to filter. Yeah, not too bad out here. And a nice big rock outcropping there. That's what kept me from just going from the other side of the lake. Like right there is where we were. If I could have got over that, it would have been easier, but we had to hike all the way around. No biggie though. Not for this. Not for this view. And then back the other side over here. That's looking back at camp, and where the pack and the chair is where we'll be pitching the tent. Right there. And then I should be able to walk right on out around here, get up here on top of this rocky ledge there, and have service, which is cool, so I can give the old wife a call and see how she's doing and kind of check in on things. All right, I'm gonna go throw this food down my throat real quick. I'm starving.
Later.
All right, well, it's been a few hours. It's like 4:30 now. Squeezed in a little nap, listening to all the birds chirping, and the wind blowing. Managed to get my bear hang set, and went over those rocks over there as pointed out earlier. Got some water filtering. Even managed to get a few pages in on a book I've been reading. Well, picking at for a few months now. A little bit here and there. So I figure I'll probably just hang out, just chill the way I have been, and maybe head up on the ridge and get a nice little sunset shot, see how that works out. I was checking and I didn't even realize that the sky is supposed to light up pretty good tonight too. And we got plenty of sky to see. Apparently it's the Perseids meteor shower. It's not going to be full blown till tomorrow night, but it's going to get cloudy and possibly rain, so it's super good. We ended up out here tonight. Should be awesome. I'll get what I can, see how this camera works. Usually doesn't do night shots all that great. Let me know if you saw them very good, where you're at. But yeah, leave me a comment down below if you could see them, like I was saying. And also, we have the community page, so if you've got any pictures you want to share, you can do it on there if you'd like to. Community chat post thing. I'm still figuring all this stuff out. I don't know what it's called, but y'all can post there. Well, just sitting here and enjoying my dinner. It's a chicken mushroom seasoned rice. It's pretty good. I just cold soaked it and set it up on a rock up there in the sun with some of that water I filtered from the lake. It's actually like lukewarm and it's not bad. No stove required. And just enjoying this awesome view of the lake. Just waiting for that sun to go down. Got a lemon element in my water to get a little more hydration, and then a Lenny and Larry's chocolate chip cookie for dessert. Oh, that's gonna be so yummy. And these things are jam-packed. Yeah. More airplanes. Something tells me that's going on all night. With all the planes going over, I just realized that we're direct flight path into Reno. But anyway, cookie. 440 calories for the whole thing. So that should put us right about where we need to be for the day. Alright. Back to this view. Alright guys, we're like 20 minutes from sunset. I got a little idea. I'm gonna do a little experiment. Got my polarized sunglasses here, and if I just turn the camera towards the sun, you all know it's way too bright. I can't see anything, so we're gonna slip the shades on you, see if it helps. Alright, here we go. Put the shades on. That looks better from this side. Guess we'll see later on the finished product. What do you guys think? Seems to be a cool little trick right there. Nice filter. Well, folks, I think that's about a good time to say goodnight. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the rest of the sunset. And with that being said, the woods are for meandering. Get out there and go as often as you can, folks. And if you can't, come along with me. I'm always out here meandering around somewhere.